3, 2, 1, go.
All hell's about to break loose.
Oh my goodness gracious.
20 minutes. And how long do you think they're going to be on the rower?
Like a minute each time.
Yeah, I kinda
around
thought
a minute,
about a minute
each time. Now, I mean, when I was doing the math in the short amount of time that we've been able to process this workout, I mean, mathematically, 10 rounds might be possible. Now,
it's possible.
It's the accumulated fatigue that might not make that happen today. But for these guys, they're going to have to hold a pace the whole time that's just going to be extremely uncomfortable.
You got ballpark a minute on the rower, you know, the deads, depending on their pace, let's just say it's, 15 to 20 seconds, 30 seconds of double unders. You get some transition time in there as well. So, yeah, I mean, keeping 2 minutes per round, it's possible, but you need to have this smooth, flawless run, fast transitions. And then, of course, you have to never get fatigued.
No.
That's probably one of the key elements. Let's see how long before they get off. Okay, holding a 146. I was going to hold a 147.
Yeah, just right around that 1 minute time.
Yep.
I don't see, and I could be wrong. It's been a while since I've been at a competitive level, but I don't see these guys breaking the deadlifts or the double unders, aside from maybe like an accidental miss, because 20 minutes is a long time and sets of 50,
No, yeah, shy of an accident. I think they're going to go ahead and grab that barbell every time, and it's going to continue to move until 10 reps is done. So
for someone like them, they have to push the pace on the rower. Like, that is where this workout is going to be made for high-level athletes like this, in my opinion. For the rest of us, if we need to rein it in, the rower might be the best place for us to do that. 146 for round one.
Okay.
1 minute and 46 seconds.
That's going to do. Now, for the viewers at home, you see at the top of the screen, it's counting reps. Now, the reps are probably obvious for the deadlift. There's 10 reps, each one, there's a rep on the scoreboard there, 50 reps of the double under, but on the rower, for that 300-meter row, every 10 meters equals 1 repetition. So there's 90 repetitions in 1 round.
Now, Pat, are you like me where I'm
probably
2 minutes
not.
in?
Probably not.
And I know it's 20 minutes,
now.
and I've already done an entire round, and now I'm on the rower where I don't really have to count anything or do anything, and I'm like, oh, shizzle snaps, I'm about to do 10 rounds of this workout.
Yeah.
Do you do that?
Wait, here's how I'm going to do this. Here's how I did 24.1. Is in a workout like this, I've been doing this long enough to know that if I start the workout at a pace that feels moderate, it won't feel moderate by the end of the workout. But if you start out and you're like, ooh, I'm riding the razor's edge in round 1, that's not going to go well. Okay? So if I
think that's what I did.
If I start off
24.1
in what feels like 3rd gear out of 5 gears, it feels like 5th gear by the end.
Now, I know you went over the standards package and all of that. With a deadlift like this that is relatively light for a lot of our competitive athletes, guys, just be careful and, hit that rate. Don't move so quickly that you're going to have people questioning the reps and calling you back and doing extra reps.
And rip it.
The deadlift is one of those movements that you got to be really clear about, and because it's light, you can move super fast. So just throwing that out there as somebody who's competed in the open, trying to get a top spot a few times.
Yeah, I have to say, I would have lost money on my guess on what this workout was going to be. I thought we were going to have a below parallel
for
element,
sure,
and I thought there was going to be like a 2-parter with something heavy. So I would have been wrong on both.
Speaking of that reminds me of a conversation that I had with Dave at dinner last night. We were talking about the Masters competitors earlier. He's a Masters competitor, and
oh, yeah, he is.
He might be the most excited person about widening it to 25% for quarterfinals because he's in the top 33% now, and this is a great workout for him.
He's probably controlling the algorithm behind the scenes to make sure he just meets the cutoff.
The reason that there's not a below parallel is that.
Yeah, right, exactly. Exactly. They're still keeping mid-140s on the rower. That's not where I'm going to be.
No, I don't want to keep that pace ever, especially not for a 20-minute AMRAP.
In all honesty, like, all joking aside, if I pull 2 minutes every time I get on that rower, like a 2 minute per 500, it's going to be a huge success. With the compounding fatigue, that's going to be a win.
Yeah. Now, we did talk about in the show leading up to this how movements are a factor for Colten. It's no question that he is the shorter athlete on the, I mean, he said in his video that he's 3 inches shorter than the next shortest athlete. And the rower is one of those movements that all people that are challenged by not being tall tend to not love.
Yeah.
So he's going to have to really make that up on the deadlift and on the double unders if he wants to keep up with Justin, because he just has that height advantage on the rower.
I'm going to make a bold call. You ready?
Oh, sure, always.
Because right now, Justin's winning. And you just made a compelling argument as to why it plays well for him. I'm going to say Colten's going to come from behind and win this one. And here's my little nerd stat that I'm going to throw out. Back in 23.1, I believe it was, a wall ball and rowing workout for the Open. 2 tall guy things, rowing and wall balls, right? Now, Justin did beat Colten on that workout, but only by 1 little repetition in a rowing and wall ball, 1 rep. So now, when rowing's only 1/3 of the workout, I don't know. I think maybe Colten's playing possum a little bit right now. You know, there's so much left in it. There's what, 14 minutes left in this workout right here.
And they're still keeping it faster than a 1 round every 2 minutes. I really want to see a 10-round score. I think it'd be fantastic.
It would be absolutely great. And these guys still looking at them, they still look at their faces like relaxed and calm. I mean, I don't know if they're feeling it out as they go, but they still feel like they are well in control and have plenty more left in the tank. I want to see how
I see Colten looking at his screen.
Yeah.
Which is always fun to see that.
Okay, so let's see. Justin got off that at 6:35, so Colten is about 5 seconds behind him. Now, Colten is running to the barbell each
that was a fast transition.
Yeah.
I was going to say both of them have a, not a rushed.
Well, here's the thing with a workout like this as well. You think about all the movements, which is true, and if you're a regular athlete like me, you just want to survive the movements.
Right.
If you're at these guys' levels or the top women, the transition matters. There's a ton of transitions
for 20 minutes.
Yes. And if you're slow in the transitions and somebody else is moderate on the transitions, that could be an extra round. Smooth, smooth, smooth. Oh, people are starting to get fired up now.
I mean, they're starting round 5. We're only 7 minutes in.
Hey, champ, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
Welcome.
Who gave this guy a mic? We've got Seth with us now.
Welcome to the program,
baby,
man.
I'm back.
Are you, as a taller guy, you enjoying the row?
Oh, I love everything about this compared to the last workout. I love everything about this.
The burpees are gone.
Burpees
Ground
are gone.
overhead's gone.
Absolutely. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. This is great.
Let's pull a moderate deadlift and yank on the rower.
I got a good double under too, so I'm happy about this.
Do you mind the longer time domain?
No, not at all. No, I find it
65 minutes in the ring,
That's
remember?
True. Actually, that's true.
I find it far more enjoyable. I can sink my teeth into it, you know what I mean? There's not any pressure. There's not any pressure that I have to like go nuts and keep up with these crazy people, man.
Amen to that.
I want everybody to understand watching this, these two men are crazy people. The pace that they're moving at right now is not
This is going to be most people's final score,
Dude,
where they're at right now.
Crazy.
Absolutely.
They're
Yes.
cooking, dog. They're cooking.
That's the problem with anyone that's great at anything. They don't make it look as hard as it actually is.
No, so definitely don't come out and do exactly what they're doing.
Oh.
Pull a 145 on the rower and just get after it.
They're pulling at a 145 pace, and Justin looks like he's taking a walk in the park, dude. What are we talking about
It's
here?
ridiculous. It's ridiculous. We all do CrossFit. Some just do it a little bit better than others.
Wow.
And see, little things like what just happened with Colten's rope being a little bit tangled up, when it's this tight and when they're moving as quickly as they are, that really, really does make a difference. So if you are one of those people, or even if you're not, it's the Open, so have fun with it. Lay down the rope properly, just in case.
Justin's pulling ahead a little bit here. You know, I'm going to still stick with my horse here on Colten. There's a lot of workout left.
There's a lot of workout
10 and a half minutes left here. But both these guys are fired up for different reasons. I mean, Justin's very open and honest, right? After a 2-time champion, goes to the games last year and has not only his worst finish, but the worst finish of any returning champion.
Oh, wow.
You know that hits. And so he's back and like, hey, I want everybody to know, if you're counting me out, you are doing yourself a disservice. I'm here.
Oh, man. I did not know that. That's good information right there. Yeah, that's motivation. That's for sure motivation.
Yep.
And I can't help but think about the video that we saw of Colten talking about his mom.
Oh, my goodness.
And, you know, thinking about her during last week's Open. This, I'm sure, means so much to him. 20 minutes, and especially in a workout that's got something like a row, you have time to kind of like process other things. And so I'm sure he's thinking about his family and all of that. And
All
it's just,
joking aside, the fact that that guy is out here working out is unimaginable to me. I mean, that is crazy.
Yeah, in some ways, though, I imagine it's a bit of therapy for him.
Yes,
Right?
Yeah,
exactly.
kind of
Imagine
cathartic.
yeah, it's a little catharsis, right? Yeah, it takes your mind off some of those big things because at the end of the day, it's just fitness, right? It's
Yeah,
not as big as some of the other things that we have to deal with in life. And so
100%,
I know for
100%.
myself, the catharsis of a gym workout is as good as therapy sometimes.
absolutely.
Yes.
And
I
let
work
you-
out as much for my mental health as my physical health.
100%. I have a question for you guys. So right now, Colton's a little bit behind. I prefer chasing to being chased in a workout that's long like this. Some people... Oh,
We had a slip. We had a miscount. He thought he was done.
oh, he needed another
man.
rep or two. And that gave Colten some time to make up from his rope mishap.
Yep.
That's a big deal. That's a big deal.
Transitions are going to be huge in this workout, too. I don't know if you guys discussed that already, but just going from movement to movement to movement, it's going to be easy to stop and rest and take one too many breaths, and that's going to really slow you down.
Got to make sure your feet are in there perfect in the
Dude.
strap. You know,
I'm the king of it, all right? I'm
Little
the king.
chalk happening here.
Like a one-arm row,
Yeah.
sort of getting my feet in there. Absolutely.
This is the period, too, where you're 12 minutes in. That's a very long time. But also 8 minutes left
Yeah.
is also still
Yeah.
a very long time.
to get back to your question, no
Some
one's ever
people enjoy-
chasing me. I'm not that fast. I'm
That's
always looking
not
at the
true.
other people.
You had a time. You had a time where you would be chased. Some
gone
people
by.
really enjoy chasing someone down. I know my husband, Julian, former games athlete, he will do that on purpose. He'll hold back
Oh, interesting.
to let the person who's ahead of him get comfortable, and then he always ends up faster at the end and just destroy. And I don't like that. I would prefer, you know, the other way around.
That's what I'm going to say. I'm going to say I'm doing it on purpose. That's why I'm
Yeah,
holding
there you
back.
go.
I like that.
I like
But you
that
also have
technique.
to have the kick at the end to make that work for you.
Now, Seth, are you going to throw down, you know, is this with a crew you're going to have going on? Are you more of a by yourself guy?
You know, the thing is, I get it in where I can fit it in. That's my deal with my
Okay.
schedule. Justin here has politely opened his shred shed to me after this event. He said I could do the workout afterwards. It has warmed up considerably in here from
Yes.
what it was this morning, so I'm entertaining the idea. We'll see.
Really?
Yeah, I might bust it out.
I
I could
tell
use
you
a good.
what.
I could use a good sweat.
That's a pretty cool invitation from the champ.
It is. It
One
is
champ to
very
another
cool.
champ.
Exactly. He
That's
gets
pretty
it.
cool.
He understands. He understands.
Game respects game.
Yeah, absolutely. Speaking of game, how about the game on the Iron Hog's calves? Look at these calves, bro.
I was born without calves,
Oh my
so I'm
God.
very jealous right
He
now.
has your calves.
Yeah,
He
he's-
took them.
He's got all the calves. He looks like his calves ate my calves. I mean, it's crazy.
He's a ball of muscle.
Yeah, I
An
love it.
absolute ball of muscle.
How do we feel about the Iron Hog nickname? I really like it.
I think he should keep it. I think it should be a T-shirt and a poster.
Absolutely. Can
And
you
you should get some sort of cut of the
I
proceeds.
don't want a dime of the proceeds, man. I want everything to go to this kid. He's the real deal.
He is the real deal, 100%.
And look, he's shorter than Justin, so it's difficult for him to catch up on
Let's
these
check
rows.
out pace on the rower
Let's
here.
do it. Yeah, where's he at? Oh, he's
146, still just crushing it. I mean, 13, almost 14 minutes into the workout, keeping that pace right there. So impressive.
You know, another thing that's mentally
This is
challenging
Colten
about
right now we're looking at.
Yeah, where's Justin at?
Shifting our way over to Justin right now.
Same
146,
pace.
same,
Yeah.
same. And a lot of times those athletes, they're looking at the other monitor. They know where the other
Absolutely.
guy's at, 100%.
They're playing games
that's
over there.
not a coincidence that that's happening. And in the last 5 minutes, it's going to be time to get after it.
What I was going to say is another mental challenge is, like you, I did not expect these movements.
Yep.
Necessarily, not all of them, but I also expected some sort of squat, maybe a pull-up, and probably so did they. And so they had to make that switch right before of, oh, we're not doing thrusters and pull-ups, we're doing deadlifts and rowing. And they don't have a lot of time to process that or think about it beforehand.
Been no change on the bar speed on every set of 10 deadlifts.
course.
Just
So
boom,
fast.
boom, boom, boom.
Consistency is key, man.
It sure
you gotta
is.
have that, and that's what I was talking about when I said you gotta pace yourself. You want to have consistent rounds. You want to be able to hit a pace that you can keep within 10 to 20 seconds on either side of that. So,
And now all the best athletes in the world are watching this and saying, like, okay, I can move that barbell, I can hit the deads. These guys just let me know if I want to beat them. I got to be sub 145 every time I touch that rower.
Dude.
Nobody wants to be there.
Justin's roughly 11 seconds ahead of where Colten is as I watch the clock on that last, when they finish their double unders, 11 seconds.
Okay, man, that is tight. It's funny. That's not a long time, but it's tough to make up 11 seconds in the last 4.5 minutes. It can be done, don't get me wrong.
Justin's just got to hold on, and
Yes.
Colten's got to just,
Yep.
I mean, we used to say when we would compete back in the day, YOLO pathways.
Yeah.
So let me ask you, it's tough to make up 11 seconds in this period of time. Where could he make it up?
The rower.
He's going to have to sell out on that rower. But that comes at a cost when you get
Maybe
to the
not yet.
Yeah. I mean, at the pace that they're at, they can get a couple more rounds.
Yeah,
in.
we're 2 more rounds probably, maybe. 4 minutes left in this workout. Yeah, I mean, it's tricky. It's tricky.
Justin is just getting after
Secretly
it.
hoping they're both on the rower at the very end to see who can just completely sell out, like you said.
Right.
Now, I missed the official scoring on this. Are we counting every meter? Where are we counting?
Every 10 meters
Every 10.
is 1 rep.
Okay.
Yep, so it's 30 reps on the
30
rower.
reps on the rower.
And there's 90 reps in 1 round.
Ah, beautiful, beautiful.
We are sub 4 minutes right here, rapidly approaching only 3 minutes left. Seth, thank you so much for joining us here at the booth, man. Thanks for the most amazing announcement we've ever had.
Yeah.
Wish you the best, and I hope you throw down here later.
It was a pleasure, man. Thank you guys so much for having me. I'm going to go get eyes on the end of this workout, and then we'll see what it feels like myself, maybe.
Right,
Thanks,
thank you-
guys.
thank you,
I
Seth.
appreciate you.
All right, we've got under 3 minutes left, and now is the time.
It's time.
Where like the brain's not functioning well anymore, and you just have to you got to hold on.
I'd love to see Colten's monitor right now. I'm curious as to what he's rowing. I have to pick his judge's brain after this. Because this is the only, oh, here we go. Yeah, wow, we got it. And now, you know what that tells me? He knows he has to make it up in the rower. That's how much pain and agony he's in right now. That, I guarantee,
He knows
is
exactly what he
everything
means,
he's
yes.
got. And he knows if he pulls any harder, it's going to implode. Let's shift over to Justin's monitor. Yep, 148, okay. So right now, even if Colten isn't going to catch him, okay, he probably knows that this environment is such an amazing environment to hit a PR, and it's going to be tough to
Absolutely.
recreate this in your home gym. So just get every single solitary rep you can, because this has a chance of being your best performance.
Right, because at the end of the day, this isn't a 1 versus 1 competition. It's against everybody,
Yes.
and these scores go on the leaderboard for them as individuals against the entire field.
Right, and Colten had a good week 1.
I mean, I think he's doing a pretty good job right now
I
as
think
well.
he's going to be just fine. 90 seconds remaining. And still, every time they grab the barbell, it's just 10 unbroken repetitions. Justin is absolutely going to make his way back to
I
the
love
rower,
it
and
so
is
much
Colten.
that they finish that they're going to finish this 10th round.
It's crazy.
And everybody wants to finish a
10
workout on the
rounds.
rower.
Justin, 10 rounds down. Wow. He's in his 11th round. Less than a minute remaining.
And this is it. Every 10 meters gives him 1 more rep, which we know on the leaderboard, especially the top of the leaderboard, 1 rep can move you so many spots.
Oh,
So,
yeah, absolutely.
I know Justin was probably not stoked on the 124th place in week 1, so every single pull is super important for him.
In
Less than 30 seconds left.
130s, 135. Come on, are you kidding me? He just wants to touch that barbell and get 1 rep on the barbell. He's got about 15 seconds to do it. That is the face of a man giving every single thing that he's got. Sub 10 seconds, 5 seconds remaining. Wow.
And that will do
Mertens
it.
right there as well. 9:26, unbelievable. Holy cow. That's 10 complete rounds and 260 meters of rowing for Justin Medeiros. Unbelievable.
I mean, only a 40-meter difference. There's a few pulls on the rower, and you know, for a workout that is so heavy on the rowing,
Yeah.
to have Colten do so well is it's phenomenal. It's awesome.
Talk about a tight race. 926 reps for Justin, 922 reps for Colten. 4 little reps separated those guys after 20 minutes.